Now, Graal number 2 is something we have always wanted to do. As designers and game developers, there's never been a time in my 25 years of building games where we did not have this conversation at least once when we were starting a game. We wanted to be able to blow up anything, anytime, anywhere. So we built the entire world out of little teeny pieces called voxels. And we can literally blow up anything, anytime, anywhere. So the second Graal is destructibility, and it changes everything in the game. I'm going to show you some examples of how that looks. But first I want to briefly mention that because everything is made out of voxels, we can not only destroy those voxels, we can also build them up on the fly with constructibility. And that allows us to create all kinds of special abilities for the different classes. For instance, the human wizard has something called a crystal wall, and you can see that she can erect voxels straight out of the ground. Now the kobolds need to break that down, and when they do, she'll need to stop them by using upheaval. And upheaval can destroy bridges, you can block staircases, all kinds of different things. Now she's not the only one that can do this kind of thing. In fact, the warrior has one of my favorite abilities in the game called Whirlwind. Now he's going to leap over that chasm and do some damage. So that's destructibility, and it changes an amazing amount of stuff in the game. Because not only is it fun to just rip the crap out of a battlefield, but it's also amazing what we can do with scenarios at that point too. You can imagine a player versus player scenario where one side is protecting a castle and the other side has catapults, and they're destroying the keep and trying to get into the courtyard. Or perhaps like a player versus environment scenario where perhaps there's a floating island moving through space, and if it gets somewhere bad, it's going to be bad for everybody around, so the players are literally trying to destroy it as it moves. This kind of destructibility allows us to create a game experience you've never had before. But it's still only Graal number 2.